my Sag family. Welcome to Queendom Tarot. I'm Ninti. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm a Sag. Thank you to all my new subscribers. Thank you so much for the wonderful comments. And thank you so much as well for your new watchers, your new viewers. Definitely hit the subscribe button, become a family member here at Queendom, New Citizens Movement every day. I appreciate it. Subscribe, like, share, pass it on, pass on the love, because we're definitely about love energy here. That's all we're on. I might speak a little harsh sometimes, so a few words might fly here and there, but it's out of passion. You know how we get when we get passionate. So yeah, I might get passionate and get a little harsh sometimes, but it's out of love. It is all out of love. So, to begin with, first of all, I just want to send the love because I know what we've been going through. I mean, we're here though. We're holding on. We're still here. It's been rough. It's been a long ride. It's been a long journey. It's been disappointment after disappointment. We pushed through this, pushed through that. But we're just constantly pushing through. It's the constant push through. So I feel it. I know it. And I've been here lately. Let me start at least shuffling. I've been being triggered by the word patience here lately because we've been stagnant and all we're hearing is wait, it's coming, wait, it's coming. So that kind of energy, it has been, for us, as passionate as we are, we're ready to move, we're ready to action, we're ready to get going, you know what I'm saying? So it's been frustrating. It's been frustrating to be in the stable, to be withheld, to be, wanting to run free, to be stuck in this little 4x4 pin, and, a lot of us going through hermit mode. It's just a lot. It's a lot going on. But before we get off into that, I don't want to get heavy. I don't want the energy to get heavy. If we are Pisces season, I am in my emotions. I'm trying, that's another thing. So that's what this whole little spill is going to be about. I was vibing on the Piscean energy. And the question that came to me is, are you going to go with the flow or swim against the current? And swimming against the current is going to create a sense of frustration. It's going to create a sense of just, you're going to get tired. Just think of what happens if you're swimming against the current. How are you going to feel? Yeah, that's what it's about. So, it's all about just going with the flow. There's an overall just theme right now that's forcing us to surrender and go with the flow of life. And when you do that release and you go with the flow, like if you fall back and whatever that game is, you fall back and, have the trust that somebody's going to catch you. Those internal human emotions, deep emotions of fear and doubt come up. Is somebody going to be here to catch me? Am I going to make it? Am I going to bust my head open? That kind of thing starts coming through. And the only way to combat that during this time is through faith and hope. Okay, and then staying, in that energy of just being hopeful and just trying to maintain your level of faith. Also, during this time, it might be, just a lot of mental fogginess, not really being clear on what to do, how things are going to play out, not seeing how things are going to play out, not really knowing the right thing to do. So it's really about following your heart, following your intuition, just really tapping into that energy. Like, it's like fumbling around in the dark. We're really on our feelings, letting our feelings guide us right now, so dealing with that energy as well. And, it's about, it's water, the tides, high and low tides, the ebb and flow, that bipolar feel. There's going to be high tides, you're going to be, feel like stringy on the top of the cloud, top of the clouds, and there's going to be periods of low times when you don't want to maybe get out of bed. But, in the periods of high tide, you definitely want to use that energy to tap into your imagination, visualize on the life that you want, that you want for yourself. and using, you know, by using your imagination, you know, creativity. In the periods of low tides, just let yourself feel it. Just sink off into it. Don't fight the emotions. Don't try to not feel. Don't hold back the tears. Don't do that. Okay? Release. And it's not a good feeling for us. It's not. We don't like to feel soggy and wet. You know, that puts us out, you know, and that's the battle for us personally. Ironically, again, we were not the last. We're next to last this time. And Aries is the very last one, which are both fire signs. And I think God knew that I needed just this fire energy. I need to be able to tap into this as my last ones, because the water signs took me very deep. You know, Pisces, like I said, I described it. Pisces sort of kind of let me stay afloat above the water. You know, the Cancer reading took me, you know, snorkeling. You know, I was down underwater, but I was able to see the light. And, you know, that kind of thing. But the Scorpio reading took me to the bottom of the ocean. And it's been, you know, just emotional. And, you know, just dealing with my own personal emotions. I had to force myself today to get up to do this, to spark my fire. So that's what I'm saying. We're going to have to do our own things and know how to ignite our own fire right now, to get our fire back ignited, because in these emotions, it can get put out. You know, so that's going to be critical, you know, for us during this time. You know, I find myself sitting there, you know, get caught up in thought, and then I'm caught up in emotions. I'm thinking about how this didn't work and that didn't work. And, you know, it's like I said, going against the flow is you're trying to make things happen. You're trying to, you know, you push and push and push and trying to make things happen. You're trying to, you know, just put all this energy into stuff and it's not working. You know what I'm saying? Then you get frustrated, because maybe that's not what you're supposed to be doing right now, you know. And the more and more you resist, the harder it's going to be, you know, for you to, you know, like I said, the more you resist, the tighter you're going to get, the more frustrated you're going to become. So it's just best right now to release and let go. And the overall word that I got was to just float. So we're just going to try to hold on and float through this. And Aries season is coming up. Get ready for that fire. Try to make it through this. And then we'll get some fire. Okay. Almost have them all dealt out. My readings have been just trying to be on point, because I've been forgetting this, forgetting that, just not in the flow, you know, not in my natural flow, not in my natural, you know, flow of things. So definitely bear with me, and never seen that one. All right, looks like the overall energy is about, you know, your intuition that you may have, some intuitive knowing you may have about a new start, a new opportunity with the King of Wands, Sagittarius. That could be us too, though. It could be us having this intuitive knowing about this new beginning. Could be with another Sag, another fire sign, or just someone, a King of Wands, you know, energy, charismatic, outgoing, fiery, courageous. Or, you know, it may be some secrets that came to light. Maybe, you know, some secrets or something that was hidden has been brought forth by this King of Wands, about this King of Wands. I can somewhat relate to that. Woo! Yeah, I can relate to that. All right, let's get into it. We have the Desire card, which is clarified by the Queen of Swords, who is someone who's very intelligent, straightforward, you know, means business. And then we have the Lover's card. So, you know, this Queen of Wands, you could have made some kind of decision or something, you know, concerning about what you desire in love. Some type of choice you might have had to make. You might have had to cut somebody off to get this desire. Or are you just being straightforward and honest and truthful about what you desire, about love, you know, and about, yeah, about love, about maybe who you love, you know, just really being honest, being clear, being straightforward about what you want, you know, maybe with a lover. So it's going to be very important. Communication, being straightforward, that is going to be important. We have the Balance card, which is, I mean, in this deck, it's very much resembles to me the Lover's card. I mean, this is the Lover's card too, you know, because, you know, so I feel like it's balance. Some balance is being created between, you know, lovers, and, you know, with them looking very much the same, you know, it's that yin and yang energy. It's that, you know, the divine masculine, divine feminine. It's that twin flame, soulmate, you know, your mirror reflection kind of thing, you know. It looks like there may be some type of commitment, you know, with that. We have the Hierophant, but we do have the Four of Pentacles, which is like holding back. Maybe that there's some, you know, holding back of emotions or holding back on this commitment, you know, until there is some balance, you know, until this balance is created. That's what I feel. Like there's a desire for this balance. And until that is achieved, it's like you're holding back from committing to this until there's some balance. And I can see that, you know, give and take, you know, you're holding back until that equal give and take comes into play, until you feel things are more fair and that they're more equal. We have the Queen of Cups in reverse. That's clarifying the Devil card. That's clarifying the Depletion card. So I would say definitely be on guard for psychic attacks. Definitely protect yourself. I've recently been being pushed to take regular salt baths. Like every shower I take now is like an Epsom salt shower bath. You know, I don't know if this is something that's going on during this whole emotional time, you know, of Pisces. But yeah, I have been being led. I just bought a new bag of Epsom salt, $1 at Dollar Tree. Get some, because I do see it does look like someone here who may have, you know, who may have some knowledge, you know, I feel like this person is attempting to deplete you. This devil energy is trying to deplete you. It's trying to, it's vampiric. You know, I talk very much on that, the Scorpio. You know, if you got any associations with Scorpios or anything like that, Scorpio in your chart, listen to the Scorpio reading. Because there's a lot of talk about dark energy in there. And that's sort of kind of what I'm feeling with this. I feel that, you know, it may be, you know, this Queen of, you know, this is a psychic person. You know, Queen of Cups is psychic, but with it being in reverse, I just feel like that power is being used. You know, that in reverse with the Devil card, I feel like that the powers are being used for negative, this person's power. And it's in an effort to deplete you in some way. So I'm about to get my protection up some more too. Wait a minute. Hold up. Just 1 second with that. I think I'm going to go dab me some Franken myrrh on so I can finish this. I'm not, I don't really want to show my whole little outfit. I wasn't. Anyway, I might edit that out. But yeah. Oils, crystals, salt baths, armor up. It's time. It's time. So yeah. Ooh, yes. So yeah, trying to deplete you, by, possibly using something, or it's just some toxic energy around you, that you may not even be aware of that is depleting you. I can see that as well. Some people, it's somebody around you that is an energy vampire and they're depleting you. And, it doesn't necessarily have to be a mate. It could just be a person. It could be anybody. I am seeing feminine energy, but it can definitely be anybody. That is just, they're using, it could be somebody trying to bind themselves to you that's depleting you. It could be somebody that's, they're trying, it's a vampire. I mean, I feel with this is straight vampiric energy. This is energy vampire. So someone in your vicinity is an energy vampire. So beware. Possibly. This is for somebody, okay? If it resonates with you, you be around somebody, and every time you be around that person, you want to go to sleep. After you leave that person, you're tired, you have no energy, you don't want to do anything, you're depleted. You might see someone. The salt baths don't seem to help. If you don't feel lighter or not as weighted and depleted, I would reach out to someone. And if you've been getting that message to do that, I would definitely do so. Okay? We have manipulation. That is clarified by Page of Wands. And we have the Sun card. So, you may get a message, from someone that brings some manipulation out in the light. Someone may come to you in this happy, playful way with this new message, this new identity, in an attempt to manipulate in a negative way or a positive way. Let me just get some clarification. I always like to get clarification. Manipulation just, it can go either way, I don't feel negative from this, but let's see. I just don't want somebody coming in pretending, all happy-go-lucky, trying to put this whole new identity on, and it's not real. Yeah, I just think I don't think that it is really negative. It is clarified by the Page of Pentacles, which is about a new opportunity. So I think this person is just trying to create a new opportunity. They're trying to create a new opportunity, a new opening. Intention. That's clarified by the Hangman. And that's clarified by the Ten of Cups. So it looks like, you know, your intentions are to have patience, you know, and to surrender. You know, what did I say? Surrender, let go, go with the flow. Surrender, let go with the flow. And, you know, for this happiness and this Ten of Cups. And I just sort of kind of got that message. I was just walking in the kitchen to get something to drink. And something similar, just dealing with my personal situation. I got this message, you know, that, you know, I really have to release that. I really have to release trying to control. This is releasing control, surrendering. I really have to surrender and release trying to control this situation. And I have to, and know that it is for my protection. Know it's for my betterment. Like, I'm being kept away from this person for a reason. You know what I'm saying? You know, instead of being so frustrated because things aren't moving, so I can move things along and try to work on things, and we try to work things out. You know, no. You know, God is like, no. You know, I got a lot of work to do over here on him. I'm going to need you to be over here doing this. Don't worry about this. I'm taking care of this. You know what I'm saying? Let me do this. Don't you do nothing else. You go sit down. You go work over here. You go do readings and establish your platform. You go do that and let me handle this. So that's what I pretty much have had to do. Like, if it's meant, it's meant. Like, that's where you have to get with it. If this is meant, this here is meant. I mean, this is meant, period. I'm going to get this. We're going to get this. Now, whether I get it with this person is another story. You know what I'm saying? But this is destined. I mean, I will be happy. I will find happiness. You know, I will find fulfillment with a mate in life. You know. Now, I will be able to achieve it with this individual is still in question. That part is still in question. But at this point, I don't care if we do. I mean, that's where we pretty much have to get. I don't care if we do, and I don't care if we don't. Like, because if we do, God gonna have to do it anyway. Because the person he is now, I don't even want. So he's got to be cleaned up. You know, he's got to be like reformed, you know, to create this balance, you know, to create this balance. You know, I'm just talking about my personal situation. Let's get out of my personal business. And let me see what other situations I see here. You have the Lovers. It looks like there's a love situation, you know, for some that you're holding back your emotions to. It looks like it may be the feminine energy. You're just not really into your emotions. You're not really showing your emotions. You're withholding them. And, you know, you've got to change that. You've got to be more playful. You've got to come out, you know, and be honest and be open and with your feelings. You know, you've got to. I see a lot of this, you know, and I'm guilty. Like I said, of course, of course, some of this I'm going to resonate with, you know what I'm saying? And I see that, you know, I have been withholding my emotions. I mean, when a person has hurt you, you know, of course you're going to withhold your emotions. You know what I'm saying? Of course you're not going to be in a loving manner with that person. You're not going to be loving towards that person, you know, but you may still have love for that person. You see what I'm saying? It's tricky. Because I have love for him. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really loving towards him right now. I'm holding back my emotions. I'm not just being like, oh, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. You know, gotta play hardball. You know what I'm saying? You know, because, you know, as women, we can make the mistake. You know, anybody can make the mistake of putting their feelings out there too soon and be taken advantage of. And when you've been in that position, yeah, you're going to hold on. Yeah, you're not going to be as loving. You know what I'm saying? It's not just going to be right out, you know. But, you're going to have to tell the truth. I mean, I see the Sun card. I feel that energy from the Sun card, and I feel that energy from the Queen of Swords. That, you know, you're going to have to speak honest about, you know, me too, about my feelings and what I want, you know. It looks like for some, I mean, I see some that's cutting off a marriage. I see some people that's cutting off a commitment, you know, possibly of some toxic energy. The energy is just very toxic. And you definitely have a new desire. You definitely, you know, have this new burst of energy. You definitely want something new. And you're just sort of kind of waiting around on it. You're being patient. You surrender. You're not, you know, you're just hanging out waiting. Look at my time. I see some that are trying to balance their desire, what they want, but they also want to make sure that they don't exhaust themselves in the process. So it looks like, you know, they're trying to manifest. They're trying to balance the manifestation, their intentions, their desires, without becoming depleted. Trying to stay balanced, you know. And you know, and I guess that's emotionally depleted. You know, we're trying to maintain our balance. We want to go after our desire. We do. You know, and that balance, I think, the balance of trying to balance your desires and the depletion part is what we see here in the holding on to the emotions and not really showing it, but maybe speaking on it, saying, you know, I have love for you. I may be pissed with you right now, but I have unconditional love for you. I love you, you know. But until we can get this balance, until we can, you know, create this balance in this situation and know that it's going to be an equal give and take, I'm holding on to mine until I know you're going to be giving some too. That's what I see. But this is all about the manifestation of a new opportunity, of a new life, of a new burst of creativity, a new burst of fire, passion. With this King of Wands. All right, guys. The last two oracle cards, we have the heart chakra, which I know that's something I need to work on. I've been working on it. The last couple nights, just pull up, you know, something on YouTube. That's what I do. I just pull up because I could feel the blockage. Like, I felt that that's where the blockage started, like right here. You know, like down below, I feel very, you know, but from here up, I have this congestion feeling that I'm sort of kind of dealing with my sinuses right now and things, but I still sort of kind of felt congested up in here. So I'm like, that's just blockage in my heart chakra. So I started with my heart chakra last night, and I just pulled up some meditations, YouTube, and fell asleep listening to them. You know, there's like 3-hour meditations that you can listen to as you fall asleep. And then I felt so much better, you know, it just started, you know, you could just feel it. I just start feeling the clearing, you know what I'm saying, start happening. And a releasing, I guess, of some of the things, you know, just a lot of the heavy things that I've been dealing with was just being released and moved. So I felt better, you know, I'm getting better every day. You know, I'm getting better every day. Heart chakra. Love is the heart of the matter. Didn't I say it? Your heart is the center within your physical being, attuned most to love. It's safe for you to love and be loved with an open heart as we stand by with perfect protection and guidance. And that's what I was saying as well about my situation. When you go with the flow, when you go with the divine timing, that's being in tune and alignment with the perfect protection and guidance. That it's already been set in stone that things aren't going to happen until this time. And instead of, you know, me trying to push against, swim against the current and try to make things happen on my time and how I want it, I just gotta let go. If it let it happen, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, I mean, what's going to happen? I still will exist. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not, I won't be crushed. I won't be like non-existent. It's not going to kill me if me and him don't get, if I don't get this desire. If I don't get this desire, I still won't die. But I already know this been promised. I'm gonna have them 10 of cups. You know what I'm saying? Like, I will have the 10 of cups. I will get that. Okay? In this life. Before I go down in the dirt. Okay? Yes, I will. Sacred Law, the Crow Woman. You see her? Let me get closer. Wow, look at that. Look at that. I'm just looking at the card. Let me take my glass. Oh my gosh, look at the art. Oh man. Ah, that is a beautiful card. Sacred Law. Amazing artwork. I'm saying, I knew it was a deeper message. I'm like, why am I being a little deeper in this? I mean, the face, you know, you see that half of his face is like a crow face, right? Okay, that's the light and the dark. We have now the ability to see through the light and the dark. Balance. All right, Sacred Law. Crow Woman. The guardian of sacred law, wielding true justice and the highest principles of right and wrong. Karma. Through Crow Woman's equilibrium, justice, balance, and attunement to perfect order, you are shown to respect your genuine essence in alignment with your highest understanding of sacred truth. Crow teaches you to honor your boundaries and trust the creative void from which all the solutions to your problems dwell. Surrender. The Hangman. She urges you to shift the shape of your current circumstances to be in sync with your own sacred nature and never compromise the truth of who you are. She navigates the worldly chaos, which is the darkness, with non-attachment and objectivity, without judgment. So she's able to look at darkness and not judge it. Wow. The Crow Woman. Native American. Oh, wow. Sag. I think we got the longest one. You know, I get comfortable and I have to talk to my family. I have to talk, you know, we be going through it. So, I mean, I have to be there as much as I can. Balance. Alignment. Surrender. Continue to set your intentions and do your magic. It's coming. It's coming. You know. I know you're tired of hearing that too. I'm tired of hearing it. It's coming. But it is. It's here. It's coming. Patience. Faith. Hope. You're going to make it through. Work on that heart chakra. I think that's it. You guys. It's been a pleasure. It's been wonderful tapping into this fire energy. Thank you so much. This has been wonderful. Like I said, I know why I ended off in this fire. Because I needed this. If you were able, I hope something in there was able to help you, direct you, something resonated with you. Subscribe, like, share. Stay afloat. Find something to keep that fire, that flame lit. See you next time. Peace and blessings.